Good morning, everyone. Myself, Professor Arya Agrawal from Sri Santa Gadge Baba College of Engineering and Technology, Bhusawal. I am here in front of you to discuss the next concept of unit number 5 in the concepts of stack. In the previous lectures, we have discussed about what is stack data structure, what is the working principle of stack, how does stack works, what are the various entities related to stack, what are the various operations that can be performed on the stack, and various algorithms that are associated with stacks, how to represent stack data structure by using sequential allocation, by using dynamic allocation. Today, we will discuss the applications of stack. Technical application of stack include that interconversions between the expressions. Now, what is an expression? We will discuss that first. What are the various types of expressions? What is the need for interconversion between these expressions? How do we evaluate an expression? And the last and the most important is what is recursion as an application of stack. That all things we will discuss in today's lecture. How recursion help us to minimize the code length, that we all will discuss. So what are the three types of recursive functions that we will discuss is first one, the very well known factorial problem. Second one is the Fibonacci series problem. And the third one is the towers of Hanoi problem. So these three topics in recursion we will be considering and discussing. Okay. So let us start one by one. So before understanding the interconversions between this expression, first let us understand what is an expression and how does this expression comes. Before that, we should know what is Polish notation, why the name is given as Polish notations. The names actually come from a Polish mathematician who was also a logician, and his name is Lukacs. He was the person who proposed that an expression can be written in three different formats. So since he proposed that statement, that's why the name is given after his name, Polish notations. He was a basically a resident of Polish countries. That's why the name is given after his name as Polish notations. He stated that there are three different forms for writing an expression. But in general ways, when we talk about an expression is nothing but it is a collection of operand and operators. What is an operand? An operand is the item or the element on which the operation has to be performed, and the operator specify what type of operation has to be performed. Generally, these operators are the mathematical operators which are definitely used to perform arithmetic calculation. When the output of an expression will definitely generate a result, when it will generate a result, that time an expression has been successfully evaluated. Okay. According to Polish notations, he stated that there are three different types of expression. First one is the infix expression, second one is the prefix expression, and the third one is the postfix expression. In infix expression, you can easily understand infix expression by the term. Here I will like to highlight it. Here you can see the position of operator is between the two operands. When this type of expression is encountered in which an operator is having its position in between two operands, then this type of expression is called as an infix expression. So here you can see that A plus B, here A and B are the two operand where A is operand 1, B is operand 2, and plus is the mathematical operator specifying that we have to add two operands A and B. So general syntax for an infix expression is operand 1, operator, operand. To remember an infix expression, we just have to keep in mind that the position of the operator will be between two operands. Example for that is a plus b multiplied by c. Here you can see that operator plus is placed between a and b, and operator multiplication is placed between a plus b, the result which will be obtained, and c. So this is an example of an infix expression. For you to clearly understand that, you just remember this line, that whenever the operand operator is placed between two operands, that type of expression is called as an infix expression. Next, dealing about the next type of expression is the prefix expression. In prefix expression, as the name specifies pre, that means that the position of the operator will be before the operands. Here you can see that the position of plus is before the two operands as operand 1 and operand 2. The position of this operator specifies and clearly indicate that it is a prefix expression. So based on the position of the operators, here we can understand that this is a prefix expression. So for prefix expression, you just remember that operator precedes the two operands. Here two operands are A and B. Okay. In the next case, the third type of expression is the postfix expression. In postfix expression, the operator will be placed after the operands. Operator is after the two operands. Here you can see plus is placed after two operands A and B respectively. Okay, so here you can see these are the three different types of expression. These three expressions are called as Polish notations. So Polish notations are, the name is being given, that is an expression can be represented in various forms such as infix expression, prefix expression, and postfix expressions. Okay. During interconversion of an infix expression to either prefix or postfix, we should keep in mind that only the expressions representation is being converted from one form to another form without changing the meaning. Means a plus b, the result obtained by adding a plus b will be same in prefix expression plus ab and ab plus. We are not changing the meaning, we are only just writing the expression in various different formats. Of course, there is a normal way of doing it, but the main thing here is we will see this interconversion of expression with the help of as an application of a stack. Okay. Before, here are some example given in this. Just see, look at this table. There are some examples given. I have given some example for you to understand infix notation, prefix notation, and postfix notation. So this example will give you a better clarity about various notations and its representation. You can make a note of it. Now, one thing in mathematics, whenever we try to solve whenever we try to evaluate an expression, or whenever we try to solve an expression, there are certain parameters which we have to consider before solving an expression, and that parameters are operator, priority, and associativity property. Suppose expression has been given to me in this form, like 3 plus 5 multiplied by 4. Then what will be the answer? Will I have multiplied? How will I evaluate? Here, I am clearly getting that 3 plus 5 has to be evaluated first because it is in brackets. So 3 plus 5 will be 8, and 8 into 4, whatever the result you will get will be your answer. Okay. So how do we conclude this? Conclusion is by understanding operator priority, evaluation priority, precedence of operators. So let us discuss that thing. Associativity is this, it describes the rule where the operators with the same precedence appear in an expression. Suppose For example, in the expression a plus b minus c, here both a and b, here both plus and minus have the same precedence. Then if such type of expression occurs in front of us, then we have to decide which part of the expression will be evaluated first. We will determine it by the associativity of these operators. Here in a plus b minus c, both plus and minus are left associative. So the expression will be evaluated as a plus b in the bracket and then minus c, means as left associative property we will solve it in this form, plus a plus b in the bracket and then minus c. Whatever be the result of a plus b, we will be subtracting c from that result. So based on this precedence of the operator's evaluation, we come to a conclusion that we have to evaluate this in this format. Now, when we talk of operator precedence, the first or the highest precedence is given to the exponential operator. So in an arithmetic expression, whenever we encounter an exponential operator, that has the highest precedence and that has to be firstly evaluated or computed, and then we have to check the associativity of this exponential operator is the right associativity. Okay, means the expression, whenever you will solve this arithmetic expression, its associative will be the right associativity. Okay, the second thing is the multiplication and the division operator, which are having the next second highest precedence among the operator precedence table, and its associativity is the left associativity. You have to just take a note of it. Third one is the addition and subtraction operation. It is having the lowest precedence and associativity is the left associativity. So you have to just thoroughly keep in mind about what is the operator precedence evaluation, and based on this only we will be evaluating any of the arithmetic expression, and then we can easily perform the interconversion between any of the two examples. Here, the above table, in this table, we have shown the default behavior of operators. At any point of time in the expression evaluation, the order can be altered by using parentheses, such as in a plus b multiplied by c, the part of b multiplied by c will be evaluated first, since multiplication is having highest priority as compared to addition. So b multiplied by c will be evaluated first. So we can write b multiplied by c in bracket. Okay. Suppose if the parenthesis is given for a plus b multiplied by c, then we will evaluate a plus b first because it is given in parenthesis, and then we will multiply that result with value of c. So this is the operator precedence and associativity of different operators. Next, our aim is to convert an infix expression to postfix expression. See, stack as an application is interconversion between different expressions. Now, these expressions can be interconverted from one form to another form without using stack also, but we will use stack to evaluate and convert this expression from one form to another form. So, before evaluation, we should know what is infix expression, what is postfix expression, because if you don't know what is infix expression, then you will be unable to convert infix expression to postfix form. So infix, as the name specify infix, the position of the operator will be between two operands. We have previously seen this. And in postfix expression, the operator will be after the two operands. Okay. Now let us see the algorithm for converting this infix expression to postfix expression. Okay. Remember that with the help of this algorithm, you have to perform a tabular format for solving this example problem, which we will discuss very shortly after this algorithm. Whenever this type of problem is asked for infix conversion to postfix conversion, remember that this type of problem has to be solved in a tabular format only. You just first write the algorithm, implement the steps, whatever the problem is given to you for conversion of either infix to postfix, infix to prefix, use the algorithm steps properly and then start the conversion between the two expressions. Okay, now we will see the algorithm for converting an infix expression to postfix expression. In this form, let x be an arithmetic expression which is in infix form. Okay, means the given input expression is in infix expression which is represented by capital letter X, and that is an arithmetic expression. The objective of this algorithm is to find equivalent postfix expression Y. The term equivalent means the meaning will not change. Only the representation of expression from infix to postfix will occur, but the meaning of this will never change. You have to keep this in mind very strictly. The first thing will be that now you have to write a stack, implement a stack for this. So whatever the arithmetic expression is given, that is capital letter represented by capital letter X, you have to just add an opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis to the end of the starting and the end of that arithmetic expression. In step number 1, this open parenthesis will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, so whenever an operator or bracket is encountered, we will push that on the stack. When an operator is encountered, we will push that on stack. When an operand is encountered, we will write it in the postfix expression. Okay, next step number 2 is that scan the expression from left to right and repeat the steps 3 to 6 for each element of X until the stack is empty. If an operator is encountered, if an operand is encountered, add it to Y. Y is our resultant postfix expression. Okay, if an operand is encountered, we will add it to the postfix expression. If a left parenthesis is encountered, we will push it on the stack. Here you can see in the first step, first opening bracket, that is a left parenthesis, was encountered and we have added that on the stack. Now the important part is the step number 5 and step number 6. You have to clearly understand what does these two steps says. If an operator is encountered, then now whenever an operator is encountered, then repeatedly pop from stack and add to Y. Means the operator from the stack will be popped and added to the postfix expression which have the same precedence as or higher precedence than the operator. Suppose we are having the statement like, first in the stack we are having an operator which is having higher priority of the operator which is currently encountered, then at that time that operator is having higher priority, so we will pop out that operator from the stack and add it to the postfix expression. This means that in a simple way we can understand that the operator which is having the highest priority will be popped from the stack and added to the postfix expression. How this priority will be checked? The incoming operators from expression X with the available operator on the stack. We will check the priority of both these operators. Add this operator to the stack, second step. In case of 6 number step, if a right parenthesis is encountered, then whenever opening parenthesis was encountered, we were adding on stack. But when a right parenthesis, that is a closing parenthesis in this way, is encountered, then repeatedly pop from stack and add to Y each operator. Means whenever a closing bracket is encountered, we will repeatedly pop out everything from the top of the stack and add each and everything to postfix expression represented by Y. Till what time we will do this? Till a left parenthesis is encountered. Till we encountered a left parenthesis. Means whenever a closing bracket or a right parenthesis is encountered, we will pop out everything from the top of the stack until a left parenthesis is encountered. Remember that do not add this closing parenthesis to the postfix expression represented by y. Do not add it. Only just you have to keep in mind whenever we are left closing parenthesis is encountered, we have to repeatedly pop everything from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression represented by capital letter Y. Then we have to remove the left parenthesis. Do not add this left parenthesis to expression Y. Okay, this is an algorithm. Let us understand the working of this algorithm with the help of an example. So once you understand this algorithm with the help of example, you will easily understand and then you can easily remember also. Whenever in examination, if an question is being asked to you, you have to definitely write this algorithm first and then start the conversion between any expression, infix expression to postfix expression. Many times infix expression will be given to you and the question will be asked to convert that infix expression to postfix expression. So first thing is expected from you is that you have to write this algorithm in full detail as it is on your screen right now. So let us see an example of this interconversion. Suppose an expression is being given to you a plus b bracket multiplied by c minus d bracket. So when we consider this algorithm, what we have to do, we have to just add an opening and closing bracket to the end of starting and end of x. So in this step number one will be, we have to add an opening bracket and closing bracket. So if you want, you can add, but now in this, that is not compulsory, but we can add it. You can also neglect it, but in the algorithm it is given. So I think I prefer you, I tell you, I recommend to add an opening bracket and closing bracket to x. The expression evaluation is left associative and it will evaluate in the order of left to right. Okay, so in the left, firstly we will encounter an opening bracket. So whenever opening bracket is encountered, here you can see whenever an opening bracket is encountered, if a left parenthesis is encountered, we have to push it on the stack, step number 4. So here now we have encountered a left bracket, so here we will push it on the stack. Remember dear students, whenever this type of example is being asked, you have to definitely write a tabular format for solving this type of expression. It is compulsory, all students should make a note of this. So first is the left parenthesis. So a left parenthesis encountered, we have to write it on the stack and then top will be pointing to that parenthesis. Next thing is the A. So whenever an operand is encountered, just see what is the expression if an operand is encountered. Step number 3, add it to Y. Okay, so here A is an operand. So here we'll write A in the postfix expression represented by capital letter Y. This is an infix expression which is represented by capital letter X. So X equals to your infix expression and postfix expression is represented by Y, which is denoted over here. So here you can see capital letter A is an operand. So operand has to be added to the postfix expression. Next thing is the operator. Again, next third is the operator. So whenever an operator is encountered, you have to push it on the top of the stack and top will increment by 1. Postfix expression will remain same as it is. When next element which is encountered is B, so B is an operand. So operand has to be noted down in the postfix expression. So here I am writing B after A. So my postfix expression right now is AB. Whereas the contents of my stack are, first one is the opening bracket and next one is the plus. Next is the closing bracket. So what we have to do whenever a closing bracket is encountered, just again come to the algorithm. If a right parenthesis is encountered, see step number 6. If a right parenthesis is encountered, what we have to do? Repeatedly pop from stack and add to y. So here we have encountered a closing bracket. So whenever we encountered a closing bracket, we have to repeatedly pop from the top of the stack. So what is on there on the top of the stack is the plus sign. So we will add this plus sign, remove the plus from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. So now our postfix expression becomes AB plus. What about the closing parenthesis? I already told you that do not add this closing parenthesis to the postfix expression. Okay. So only thing that will be added is will be your operator and not the opening and closing parenthesis. Okay. In the next step, what will happen? Again, we will encounter an opening bracket here. See, so opening bracket will, sorry, next operator is the multiplication operator. So we will, when an operator is encountered, we will push it on the top of the stack. Next thing, an opening bracket is encountered. It will be again pushed on the top of the stack. Next thing, the operand C is encountered. Again, when an operand is encountered, we will write in the postfix expression. So I am writing the C in the postfix expression. So my postfix expression becomes A, B plus and C now. Next thing I am writing, next I encountered minus. So I will write minus before adding any element, any operator to the top of the stack. You have to check the priority with its preceding existing element on the top of the stack. Here you check minus is having priority, no higher priority operator is encountered on top of stack. So you can easily add minus since minus has low priority than that. Okay. So I will add it to the top of the stack. Next thing I will encounter is D. Whenever an operand is encountered, I will write it in the postfix expression. And after D, I encountered a closing bracket. So whenever a closing bracket is encountered, I have to pop everything. Okay, so I have popped out minus. Okay. Till when time you have to pop everything? See again. See the step number 6 of algorithm. Repeatedly pop from stack and add it to y each operator on the top of the stack until a left parenthesis is encountered. So here we have encountered a left parenthesis. So first we will only add minus sign to the postfix expression, and at the last the remaining element which is operator multiplication available on the top of the stack, we will again take out this pop from stack and add it to the postfix expression. So the result which will be obtained is AB plus CD minus multiplication. So this is an example for your understanding of conversion of an infix expression to postfix form. So I hope now using this algorithm, using this example, you will be having a clear idea about the algorithm. Let us discuss one another example. See, in this also, the expression is a plus b, a plus bracket b multiplied by c slash d e. We will see one by one. So whenever we have to add first thing on the top of the stack. So we are adding that. So when an opening bracket is encountered, we are adding to the infix, to the top of the stack. Next is the a. So a is an operand which will be written in postfix form. Again, operator plus is encountered, which will be placed on the top of the stack. Operator opening bracket is encountered. Again, it will be written on the top of the stack. Operand B is encountered. We will write B on the postfix expression. Multiplication. Again, we will check multiplication with the existing element on the top of the stack is opening bracket. So it is having low priority. So we can place multiplication over there, no problem. Next operand is C. Again, when an operand is encountered, we will write definitely in the postfix expression. Now, just clearly understand step number 8. Okay, in step number 8, the next step is after C, the next operator is minus. here when I try to add a minus, but minus is having low priority as that of multiplication. That is, multiplication is having higher priority as compared to minus. So we will pop out multiplication and write it in the postfix expression as represented below. Why I am doing this? Because multiplication is having higher priority as compared to minus. So we will pop out multiplication and add it to the postfix expression, and after that we will check whether any other operator is available on the top of the stack having higher priority than that of minus. So there is no operator, so we will write minus then over there. The next thing is again opening bracket. Opening bracket is encountered, so we will add it to the stack. Close. Next is the D operand is encountered, we will write in the postfix expression. Next, multiplication operator is encountered, again we will check with the priority of the elements on the available on top of stack. Again there is no elements, so we will try definitely add multiplication on the top of the stack. Next element is E is an operand, so operand will be placed in the postfix expression. Next element is your exponential operator. Now this exponential operator here is, we will check the, we will check with the available contents on the top of the stack. In this, again exponential operator will be placed on the top of the stack. In step number 5, when we encountered an F, at that time F will be is an operand, so that operand will be placed in the postfix expression. In the next step, when a closing bracket is encountered, you have to pop everything from top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. So first element on the top of the stack is exponential operator, so that exponential operator will be placed in the expression first. Here you can see we are writing exponential first and then the multiplication, sorry, division sign. Okay, the next operator is the multiplication operator. Here you can see first minus was having, in step number 8 you can just see minus was having low priority as compared to multiplication. Multiplication was having higher priority, so we popped out multiplication and we noted in the added to the postfix expression. Now see in step number 16, here minus is having low priority, multiplication is having higher priority, so this is allowed. Again same thing we have checked over here also in step number 13. Division was having low priority, exponential was having higher priority, so this is allowed. But what is not allowed? Any operator which is having higher priority, on that a lower priority operator has to be allowed. This is not possible. I hope so you are understanding. So whenever a closing bracket is encountered, you have to pop everything from the top of the stack and write it in the fashion in which the operators are encountered by removing from the top of the stack. Next encountered is the operand G. Whenever an operand is encountered, we will write it to the postfix expression. When a closing bracket is encountered, again we will pop out everything. First operator is multiplication, so we will write multiplication first. Next operator is the minus, then we will write the minus. Again next operator encountered here is multiplication. See again here plus is having low priority as that of multiplication, so it is allowed. So we can write multiplication on top of stack. Okay, if it was first, if it was multiplication plus, then that would have not been allowed. Okay, but it is plus multiplication, so it is allowed. So next is the H, and then H is an operand, so we will write that operand on the top of the stack. Sorry, we will add H on the postfix expression. And at the last, when we encountered a closing bracket, so we have to pop out everything from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. So these are the two standard examples for you to understand the conversion of infix expression to postfix expression. Remember that this expression can be solved without using stack also, but whenever we are asked to solve this as an application of stack, at that time this type of tabular format which is in front of you is very essential. And what is this description? This description is an optional part. It is an comment type of, whenever we write comment in your program, this is that type. So this is an optional part to write a description, but all these one symbol, scanned symbol, stack, and postfix expression, these four things has to be compulsory represented in a postfix while writing the tabular format for interconversion between infix expression to postfix. Okay, so in today's lecture we have discussed about what is an Polish notations, what are the different three types of Polish notations, what is an expression, how an expression will be represented, what are the three different types of expressions: infix expression, prefix expression, postfix expression. Then we have seen what is the operator precedence table, what is the associativity property while solving any arithmetic expression, and next thing we have discussed the algorithm for conversion of infix expression to postfix form. We have seen few examples for better understanding of the algorithm. I hope these examples which we have taken are the standard example which are very much easy to understand once you understand the concept. Remember, understanding the concept is very important because you will have to implement this concept in programming lab also. So it is very essential for you to understand the concept as well as write the algorithm and then develop a program for this application. So thank you very much. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.